The transatlantic slave trade, which began as early as the 15th century, introduced a system of slavery that was commercialized, racialized, and inherited. Enslaved people were seen not as people at all, but as commodities to be bought, sold, and exploited. Though people of African descent, free and enslaved, were present in North America as early as the 1500s, the sale of the 20 and odd African people set the course for what would become slavery in the United States.
What's going on, people? What's going on? First and foremost, like always, all praises, glory, honor go to the Most High. I don't do this to get no attention or nothing like that. I don't care about likes, comments, views. The real reason I get on this camera is to warn my people and do the work of the Most High. That's it. But yeah, man, I've been doing good. I've been praying for y'all. Hope y'all praying for me. Yeah, man, just weathering the storm. Of course, I'm outside the bubble. That's what I will say. I'm outside the bubble, just analyzing, preparing my family for, what's to come. Because, we all finna get humble, right? Like I talked about, in 2025 is going to be that year of a lot of trying, a lot of struggles that's going to happen. All of us will be tested. So yeah, man, I had some thoughts on my mind today. The state of Black America, so the state of Black America, where are we at today, right? Have we came a long way from the Jim Crow era? Have we came a long way from slavery? I think a lot of us don't deal with the reality of where we are or where we have came. But it's time to be honest with our people. We haven't came very far, man. We haven't came very far. And if our ancestors was to come and visit us and just do like a stroll through our neighborhoods, would they say, hey, we came a long way? Hey, I beg to differ. I don't think so. But yeah, man, I think we're at our final, like the final battle. It's a civil war between good and evil within our own culture right now. Of course, you have this great awakening, of realizing that we have prosperity pimps. You get what I'm saying? People that get paid to encourage us to continue in the generational curses, and a lot of our people are waking up and exposing it. But there are those who get paid to keep us lost. A lot of us are leaving these Christian churches, man. And that's a wonderful thing. But if you're going to leave the Christian church, you must have something, that's gonna keep you, grounded. Don't leave something and don't pick up nothing else or get darker. You get what I'm saying? Because, and I'm not shaming religions to a degree. They give a lot of people stability in life. They give them hope. But I believe 2025, if you remember, I think it was the last Trump term. And by the way, let me put a disclaimer. I don't believe that Trump is the reason for the season. I don't think Trump is the reason why everything is wicked. We've been witnessing wickedness for the past 4 years, let alone forever. So these presidents, if you watch my videos, I already believe that it doesn't matter what mascot or face you put in, there's still a systematic thing that has to happen. You get what I'm saying? There's an agenda, a long-term agenda that they have been rolling out. It has nothing to do with a man. So let it be Trump, Biden, Kamala, not only will the Most High's will be done, but Satan is going to do what Satan do. And the Most High going to play chess. But if you remember, and I always revert back to this, the coming out of Egypt, there were so many plagues, you know what I'm saying, that the children of Israel, we did a lot of doubting, you know, but it's like the Most High almost had to break us of the belief in what Egypt was. And if you ask my opinion where we are in America, I think that it's going to get very rough for us, and I think it's a good thing, because too many of us believe in what America has presented to us. Our only purpose of being in America was to build it. Not to capitalize off of it, but to build it. So, in the process of us building this great empire, we had to take a lot of losses. Culturally, you know, every which way. We lost who we was. So we took on this identity. You know, at first we were slaves. We still had, you know, some type of order, structure, family structure, community structure. But I think we were still a force to be reckoned with, because we had our family. So what they had to do, you know, you had a lot of rebellion going on, right? So what they had to do, they had to make us a part of the empire. You get what I'm saying? Now you can benefit off of it. You know, give them some flashy toys. You know, give them some good jobs. Give them some good careers. You know, when Christmas comes around at the job, you know, sprinkle a little bonus on it. You know, make them feel welcome. Make them feel at home. So we took on the identity of, I'm an American, right? You know, but now I think the reality of it is, we gonna see what it really is, man. Let me say this real quick. So, yeah, black people were used to build the system that would eventually and finally oppress them, like it always has, and exterminate them. That's a bold claim, right? The mass majority of us, it wasn't created for our benefit, you know. So what do I mean by that? I'm gonna tell you straight up, and I'm gonna look you right in your face when I say this. Black people is disposable right now. In America especially. That's ground zero for depopulation. So let me give you an understanding, right? Black people are a threat, you know, globally. I know everybody don't identify with, you know, black people. You know, you have South Africans, you know, colored people, you know, you have different tribes, nations, Kenyans, Haitians. So when I say black people, I'm speaking of all black people. But when I say black Americans, that's me specifically speaking of. But globally, black people, they're looking to exterminate everybody. But at the same token, people are a threat at the same time. But we're number one. But the top on the pyramid is black Americans right now. If you just look at everything that's going on, look at the American diet. I did a video on that. Look at the funding that they push into distracting us with entertainment. Matter of fact, our culture in black America is governed by entertainment. We don't have a culture. Our culture is strictly narrated by entertainment. The rappers, the dances, the comedians, you know, that's our culture. We don't have any leaders anymore. We have to understand that. They our leaders, and they gave us Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, prosperity pimps. You get what I'm saying? When they race baiting. So when something happened, let's say a black man get gunned down, you know, right or wrong. Let's say somebody get fired or something happens due to the color of somebody's skin. You see Al Sharpton pop up, you know what I'm saying, with his nice suit on to come get a check, to rile people up. DEI, all these, you know, all this social programming. All it's meant to do is rile us up. I made a video about what was going on with the Mexicans and all that. Guess who next? You know, they got to get us out the way, man. But first, American blacks, the state of America, black America, is going to be totally eradicated. That's their plan. What do you think they was bringing all those illegal immigrants in for? They're trying to suck us dry of all insanity, resources, whatever. This is Project 2025, man. Project 2025, they're going to be cutting off food benefits, Section 8, and we need that. We need that. Because a lot of us need to wake up. You either going to sink or you're going to swim. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they're going to create chaos, and then they're going to bring, what, a solution at the same time. But, yeah, man, entertainment controls black culture. Let's say, okay, Exhibit A. Let's look at these women rappers. Sexy Red, Glorilla, Sukihana, all these. What's the female rapper starter pack? Some tattoos on the breasts, you know, tramp stamps, what they call them. I got good, you know, I got good coming taking money. It's the same thing every time. What about look at the energy, the vibration of that music. Look at the men, what they talking about? Drill music. Come shoot up your block, spit on my ops. It's the same, they regurgitating the same thing. You're going to move this one. Once he get killed by his ops or taken out, you're going to move in the next one. Next, you know, when she ain't talk about her coochie enough, you're going to move in the next one. Next, how can we get somebody to get wickeder and more wickeder every time? She talked about her coochie. Now she's going to talk about her booty hole. This is, and it sounds crazy coming out of my mouth, but you listen to it on the radio. So yeah, let me give you some examples, right? That entertainment controls or narrates or directs black culture, right? Now, remember Scarface movie, you know, prime example. The Scarface movie, that wasn't my era. I was born in 1987, but of course you seen the Scarface movie came out Hollywood, right? You had Scarface. He promoted cocaine, you know, an immigrant who came in the United States who, you know, started as a small town drug dealer, ended up big time, murdering, killing, you know. We love that. We accepted it as the culture. And you seen that in the neighborhoods. Then, you know, then you had gangster rap. You know, gangster rap was like dandelions and lollipops compared to what we have now, considering the drill culture. But yeah, you had the gangster culture, West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Crip walk, F the police, all that. Not only that, you and that Scarface thing, that was a big thing because you never had really a big drug. I don't think you would see the drill culture on a big screen as far as going to the movie. Hey, let's go see King Von at the movies. You know, that was a big thing in itself. But everybody smoke weed now, right? Everybody smokes marijuana. Where did you get the influence to smoke marijuana? I get high every day. When you hear these songs, you resonate with it. You know what I'm saying? Good weed, good big, you know what I'm saying? All that, the entertainment, the music, the movies, it narrates our culture. What about Don Julio? People won't even, you can bring out a brand that ain't nobody ever heard of. It could be better or more expensive than what they drink. I don't drink that. I drink that Don Julio, or I drink that Jose Cuervo. What they doing? They putting a Don Julio on their head now. And the masses, they understand this, man. They just moving us wherever they want to. We in, you know what we in right now? We in spiritual musical chairs. Let me elaborate. You remember musical chairs? While the music playing, you know, everybody walking around. When the music stop, boom, everybody try to find a chair. You know what I'm saying? The music playing, you start back moving around again. You got to keep moving when that music playing, but when it stop, you sit down. And a lot of us not gonna have a chair. A lot of us just gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I mean. So a lot of these is dang, what was that movie? I can't even think about it. They're gonna send so many phases, man. That's gonna take a lot of us out the way. Like I told you, man, 2025. I know I joke a lot to kind of, be a little bit entertaining. Or that's just me, but it's serious, man. It's serious. It's very, very serious. And of course, I believe that our people should leave America. But at the same time, some of us just gonna have to stay there. And a lot of us will, unfortunately, be destroyed there. Just like a lot of us was destroyed in the wilderness. Why was we destroyed in the wilderness? Because we couldn't let go of the program of Egypt. Why did Lot's wife turn around? Why did she turn around? Because she couldn't let it go. She couldn't let it go. A lot of us will not let go of what we learned in America. You know, they taught us a lot, man. They taught us a lot. They took us down the wrong way, man. You know, sisters hold power there. They hold power. So them leaving there, they have to relegate their power back to who? The man, the husband. You know, men have to stand up in their responsibility and their true God-given purpose. You know, the majority of men didn't have fathers in their homes. So what they got to do? They got to stand up and take the role of who they supposed to be, right? We're like domesticated pets, man. We're domesticated lions in a zoo being spoon-fed. That's what you do. You take a lion out of his habitat, you put him in a habitat where you can feed him every day. Okay, in their mind, the zookeeper, they know eventually they're going to cut that food off. They're going to cut that food off because guess what? Their plan the whole time was to destroy you. But they gained your trust by feeding you, clothing you, taking care of you. But their whole plan was to cut it off one day. Cut the lights off. And you can't hunt because you ain't grow up in the wild. And that's why a lot of us, we have a lot of, challenges with coming and being accepted in Africa. You know, we talk, oh, the Africans ain't our people, or they don't like us. It's just a difference in culture. We're the same people, man. Trust me. It's just a difference in culture. Okay. I don't believe that they were domesticated to the point that we were. You know, they're more self-sufficient. They're more independent. They more get it how they live. We grew up in a society where, I hate to say it, in our generation, we like the house niggas. And let me explain what I say that. I'm not talking about our ancestors. They had to get it how they live. But our generation, to them, we're like the house niggas. You know, because we're in the house getting all the benefits that they want. They feel like they in the field, you know, and they looking at us like, y'all don't appreciate what Master giving y'all. They the house, you know what I'm saying? We the rebels. But it's, you know, it can change because we are, when you look at the generation that came before us, you had, you know, the freedom fighters. You had your Malcolm X's. You know, you had your Khalid Muhammad's. You had, you know, your Farrakhan's. You had, you know, people that actually spoke up against, you know, the power head of America. You get what I'm saying? We fought back. But don't get it twisted. Them African nations fought back too. But what did they do? As you see in America, what did they do? They replaced the leaders, or they replaced them, and they gave us politicians. They did the same thing in Africa, man. So we gotta trace, gotta pull that rope. It goes way deeper than you think, man. Once you just because you start waking up and saying, "Dang, we've been lied to," I think I know it all. No, you have to keep going. Keep going. The hole gets deeper, deeper, and deeper. You have to leave America. You have to go to different environments and sit down and learn. We think we gonna go somewhere and teach some elders. Let me teach you who you are. You sit down, young man. Let me teach you who you are. You don't even know your culture. But yeah, let me say this in closing out, man. You will never, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, money will not save Black America. Let me repeat it. Money will not save Black America. Here's the proof. 4 years ago, 2019, 2020, 5 years ago, under Donald Trump, what do you know? We all had money, man. I was working, but the majority of Black America had money. People were getting like 3 bands a week, a band a week, 2 bands a week. I never got it, but I still had, I had a little bit, but people were getting all this money. What do we do with it? They can give us reparations right now, right? They can give us reparations. What will we do with the money other than give it right back to them? You know what I'm saying? When we get a little money, what's the first thing we do? We gonna celebrate. Celebrate good time. What rappers do when they first get their deal? Mind you, they giving you in advance to fund working for your project. It's a budget. You go spend the budget and celebrate off the budget instead of using it for, working. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, Black people, man, we don't have the understanding to do with no money. We wouldn't even know what to do with it. We need separation, man. And I say we need separation because we need the first beginning process to begin to heal. How can you heal in an environment that has literally, consistently, historically been a detriment to you? It took your men out the homes. It put your women in a TV screen and promoted them as whores. It gave you gang culture. It gave you homosexual culture. It gave you women don't need no man culture. We have a love and hate relationship with America. They know how to trigger us. They know. They can shift us in any direction just because they know our triggers. Let's think, and I hate to use this example because it's the typical cliche, abusive husband, right? Imagine an abusive husband. He knows how to set off his wife by saying certain things. She's very emotional. We're very emotional as Black Americans. If you say nigga, a white man say nigga, that's fighting words. You get what I'm saying? Or if somebody heard something out of racism, you being racist, what? We gonna go all the way. We gonna go all the way. But check this out, man. We always say, oh, we need more resources. We need more money. We need more wages for our jobs. Okay, you got your wages, right? So $10 went to 13, 13 went to 17. Are we doing better now? That inflation gonna hit. Them tariffs gonna go up, and that inflation gonna hit. You will never look at all this stuff going on in the world and relate it as an attack on us at the end of the day. You'll be like, oh, no, that's going on in Israel. Oh, that's Taiwan and China. What they got to do with me? Oh, that's Russia, though. Oh, that's the Mexicans. Oh, that's just planes falling. It's always you, man. Always, always. Always, man. You can always connect it back to the original people that's meant to rule this world. And I'm gonna say this, This is just some advice, because I'm not going to be very repetitive. I'm trying to get into some other stuff, because I'm not going to keep saying the same thing. But 2025, man, hey, get your house in order. Like I say in the video, protect your household. Men, stand up as men. You know what I'm saying? And wives, women, we need y'all to pray over your husbands, man. Not even just your husbands, but women, sisters, we need y'all to pray for us in general. What they say, prayer warriors, we need that. You know, because when things get hard, hey, the men gonna suffer first. Now, in our culture, of course, they've put the black woman to the forefront. So a lot of y'all sisters gonna have to relegate that power, man. A lot of y'all who ain't, you know, oh, I hate my baby daddy, or I left my husband. If it can be fixed, fix it, man. Put your pride down. Go back and work that out. For the benefit, not only for you, but for your children. Your children, y'all will need each other, man. When stuff started to happen, people get very cold. People get very cold. And this year will test you like no other. Food gonna be getting expensive. Rent gonna be getting expensive. You know what I'm saying? So they're turning up the heat to see how we react to it. And guess what? They're gonna be blaming it on this. They're gonna be blaming it on that. Or the economy, or Canada, or this, Mexico, the cartel. But the war is always on you, man. To make you make irrational decisions. So when they bring a solution, you be like, yes, please give it to me. Give it to me. So yeah, man, gird yourself up, man, with truth. You know, stay prayed up, fast and pray. And hey, man, put the Most High first. Peace, y'all. Pilgrims in the earth.